Before you start, wash your hands with warm soapy water for 20 seconds. Before we got started today, we washed our vegetables. That way all the residues, maybe any dirt, have washed off there, and it's really helpful to clean off all those germs that might be on the outside of your vegetables. When you're chopping round vegetables like zucchinis or yellow squash or even carrots, cut it in half first, and then you can set it flat on its surface and then start chopping it. So when you're chopping your vegetables, you always want to start with a good sharp knife. The sharper your knife is, the easier it is to cut through that vegetable, and the less likely that the knife is going to slip and you might cut yourself that way. Ever wondering if maybe your knife's not as sharp lately, you've had it for maybe a couple years, if you go to your local butcher shop, sometimes they will sharpen your knives for free. The best knife that you could use is a chef's knife, and the chef's knife is really cool because you can put the point on the top of your cutting board, and then as you slice down, you just leave that top on there, and then you can kind of slowly work up in speed, but the top never moves. It's always on that cutting board, whereas the back is kind of going up and down. And your other hand should just be bracing the vegetable, and make sure not to have your fingertips in there. Best way that you can do is kind of put your fingers in a straight line, and so that knife will be right on the edge of that. So you'll kind of hold it like this. And that way you can't get any fingers between the blade and the vegetable. One quick way that you can do peppers is first chop off about a quarter of the top here, and then you can just pop out the top and throw this part away, but you still have a lot of your pepper that a lot of times is wasted. And then what you do now is you have the insides, and you just grab those and pull it out, and it's a done deal. So next we'll do our onion. Our onion's really nice. You just top off the top and the bottom. Then what I like to do is I like to chop it in half lengthwise. And then what I do is chop down lengthwise with the whole onion. Then I'll turn it. Before I started with my onion, I peeled it. And so now we're just left with that nice flesh of the onion. So for your carrot, there is the top of it, and this part has the green part when you see it out in the garden. This is the piece that you might want to chop off because it's a little bit hard to chew. Okay, so for our carrots, these are kind of hard because they're a rounded surface and it's hard to cut through it. So always be careful with these ones. Still try to chop it in half lengthwise, and so you have a nice flat surface to work with.